If you're going headless and decided to go with a pre-built storefront, the next decision obviously is which one should you choose? To help you work out which one is the best for you, I created a really simple framework with 9 questions, 9 considerations that you could use to help you select a storefront. And I did a video on that a while ago, and I'll leave the link in the corner for you. But after that video, I had a bunch of people reach out to me and say, John, could you do some reviews using that framework for us with some of the top front end of the service and some of the top storefronts out there? So that's what I did. I chose 4 storefronts. I did 4 sets of reviews using that framework, and I compiled it together into a single video and a conclusion at the end. And then what I found out was that it was way too long. So what I've decided to do is split them out into separate videos. So that's 4 different reviews followed up by a review. And I'll start to deliver that to you guys so you can select which ones you want to watch, and it's more easy to consume. Okay, just a note on the process and the methodology I use. Yes, I used my 9 considerations that I did in the video, but I also did a whole bunch of other things. For PWA and performance characteristics, I used the Google Lighthouse scores. This helps give me a little bit of objectivity, although ultimately a lot of these results are down to how the site is actually implemented. So what I tried to do to neutralize that was to take 3 example sites from each storefront and to do an analysis of both mobile and desktop. And not only that, I did those tests 5 times and took the highest results for each of those combinations. I then took those highest results, averaged them out to give me a good indication of how the storefront might be performing. Anyway, this video is going to review Vue Storefront, and I really hope you enjoy it. Vue Store is completely independent right now. It was one of the first front-end as a service providers and was founded back in 2017. So let's get on with the review. Let's start with number 1, the technology stack. As the name suggests, Vue Storefront is based on Vue and Nuxt. Vue is probably the second most popular JavaScript framework and go-to for most JavaScript developers, although it is my go-to framework. There are rumors that next year, Vue Storefront will be releasing a Next and React version of the platform. This means it'll be the only storefront and front-end as a service technology that will cover the 2 largest JavaScript frameworks. Not only that, it'll be independent, meaning it can cover every e-commerce platform, which is really cool because not only can you choose your e-commerce platform, you can choose the framework in which you want to develop on. Vue Storefront gives developers the ability to build their components at a very low level, just really relying on Vue and Nuxt as opposed to their own proprietary frameworks. It has fantastic flexibility, but it does rely on the quality of the developers that you have to really get the implementation right. Number 2, how open is the technology stack? As I said earlier, Vue Storefront is independent. It doesn't rely on any specific e-commerce engine, which is fantastic because it gives you the freedom to actually implement Vue Storefront on any e-commerce vendor that you have, which is great if you have multiple vendors across different geographies, say. Vue Storefront is truly open as you can get it through open source. Number 3, how many PWA or progressive web application characteristics does the storefront support? As I said earlier, I tested 3 live Vue Storefront sites using Google Lighthouse and collected the data for mobile and desktop. Got a very high score for SEO with an average of 97 and great results for best practices with an average score of 89. It was also very good at accessibility with an average score of 94. The mobile performance was okay with an average score of 70. But what's really interesting is that the lowest was 49 and the highest was 99, which shows that you really can build highly performant mobile sites using Vue Storefront. And as I said earlier, this must be down to the quality of the development and the quality of the implementation. And that makes sense given the amount of low-level flexibility you have with Vue Storefront. Desktop performance was superb with an average score of 93. And all the sites I tested passed the Lighthouse PWA test. Overall, it was a fantastic result, But as I said earlier, attention needs to be made during development and implementation to really get that good mobile performance that you're looking for. Number 4, rendering implementation. At the time of this video, there was only SSR or server-side rendering available from Vue Storefront, and that will be using the standard framework which comes with Nuxt. Number 5, how flexible is the user experience? Vue Storefront is very flexible when it comes to customization. Its UI framework is built with a design system that's based on atomic design, meaning you have atoms, molecules, organisms, and templates and pages. It has 50 out-of-the-box components based on this design system. It comes with loads of accelerator, demo sites, or themes that are already pre-integrated with e-commerce sites like Shopify and Kibo, meaning it's really easy to get up and running and get started. Number 6, platform. How is Vue Storefront deployed and hosted? Vue Storefront can be delivered using its cloud based on Google Cloud and Google CDN. It has auto-scaling baked in and comes with a 99.8% SLA. Now, it's not what you'd be used to if you're an enterprise, but at least they have the confidence to actually show their SLA on their website. Vue Storefront also has lots of tools to support CI/CD processes. 7, integration and API orchestration. The integration with third-party APIs is done through a server middleware layer. Integrations are fairly low level and use the out-of-the-box Vue and Nuxt features such as composables. API clients are hand-cranked but plug directly into the server middleware layer. And it's these pieces that are the final connection to the third-party APIs. This level of control gives the developer a massive amount of flexibility, but you need seasoned developers to really get those integrations right. Despite the flexibility for creating your own integrations, it does boast an impressive number of out-of-the-box integrations into lots of different types of platforms. There are 17 e-commerce platforms already pre-integrated. 8 CMS integrations, including Amplience, plus another 12 integrations into things like payment, search, and reviews. Number 8, support. You can raise support issues using email and Slack. What I don't understand is if there are any SLAs on tickets that are raised. When it comes to the documentation, I really like the Vue Storefront documentation. It comes with lots of great examples, lots of great references, and even an academy to get you started. Number 9, ecosystem. Vue Storefront has an extensive ecosystem with over 100 agency partners and over 5,000 community members. The first thing you need to consider when you're looking at Vue Storefront is the fact that it's based on Vue. It's the second most popular JavaScript framework out there, and it may not be the actual framework and the skill sets that your current developers have. But if they create a comparable React version, then that's a different matter altogether. It will actually cover 2 of the most popular JavaScript frameworks out there, and it'll make it a really attractive option. A strong influencing factor when coming to look at Vue Storefront is that it's independent, meaning that you can use it with any other vendor technology. And it also comes with loads of out-of-the-box integrations for most of the e-commerce vendors already out there. This versatility and flexibility makes it a real contender for a shortlist, especially for those who already have lots of e-commerce sites running on lots of different types of technology and running with different vendors. The flexibility of Vue Storefront comes from its openness for developers to extend any part of the platform, but to make best use of the platform and to do a top-notch implementation, you need to have some solid developers. I think this was apparent with the range of Lighthouse mobile performance scores, where it ranged from 49 to 99. So it is possible to get an excellent customer experience that's highly performing with Vue Storefront, but you have to take the time in the development. But to accelerate the development, it does come with a lot of nice out-of-the-box themes that you can extend. To me, it looks like there's a lot of exciting developments going on with Vue Storefront, and I can't wait to see if they do release a comparable React version, one that has parity with the existing Vue Storefront. So that's it for Vue Storefront. The next review is coming out very shortly, and it's going to be a good one. When it's done, I'll put it on the end screen of this video, and I'll also drop it in the description of this video and the previous video on Frontastic. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and press that like button if you really did like this video. That will help it be shared to many others. And if you want to be alerted for when the next review comes out, don't forget to bash that bell button. But for now, it's time to say thank you, goodbye, and I'll see you next time.